Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is take 2 of Tier 4, Round 10, the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park. Welcome back, G.
Thank you. Gonna try this again. We had some, well, we didn't have the issues. Codemasters had the issues, so
Yeah, it was definitely
we're
a...
back online, back in the garage, and drivers are setting up their cars for 18 minutes of qualifying.
Short quali onto a formation lap and a 50% race is the format that we are taking part in for season... What are we? Season 5, isn't it? Is it season 5 or season 4? I
think
forget.
it's 4. I think we're
Season 4. Anyway, I think it's season 4. I think you're right. Yeah, so we do quali, short quali, no practice sessions, short quali, and a 50% race. Obviously, 50% race means 50% of the tyre wear, so your tyres last 50% of the time. And on 2020, we don't generally use softs in the race, do we, Kat?
You do, only if you're desperate at the end for last few laps, but otherwise the softs are really reserved for quali, which I don't like this game for that reason. I think the previous game, the softs are really nice, but yeah, unfortunately, not really.
But they're
using
thinking
softs.
of... I think they think, oh, there's a Red Bull just chilling on the track, and there's an Alpine going around the outside. Already got some drama happening on track. I think that was Powers that was not having a good time coming out of the pits on those cold tyres. Yeah, as I was saying, I think aren't they thinking of changing the qualifying in real life F1? They're thinking of changing the tyre allocation, or the way that tyres work within quali and then carrying on to the race. Is that
Yeah, I read that the other day. I think it was Q1 on hards, Q2 on mediums, and then Q3 on softs, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something like that. And you still you would have to start the race on what you qualified on in Q2. It was going back to that sort of vibe again. But I don't think it's an actual thing that they're implementing. It was something that they were discussing.
Yeah,
I believe.
old Tetris. I can't keep up with all these changes. Just leave things as they are. A little bit resistant to change. Just let them do whatever they like. I like the idea of when they used to fuel up the cars and low fuel loads, and you really knew who was faster. But now it's just like I said, they try to get everyone involved for the TV and get them entertained, and it's like keep it easy, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, let's sometimes change is good, but sometimes it's good to keep some things the same. Look, we're welcoming back. Let's sort of focus on quali now. It's good to chat about IRL, like in real life, Formula One. But we've got Cuds on a flyer. He's coming through Sector 2, the reprofiled turn 8 to turn 9. And he doesn't lose it in the graveyard, which is good, coming down to the reprofiled turn 11. And let's see, I think he's going to be the first one to set a lap. Looks like he's keeping it clean. Coming around the final two corners.
My money's on Cuds tonight.
Yeah.
So, look, people might be watching going, am I seeing a glitch? I can't see the rest of the drivers. There's only 13 tonight. We don't really know why. One of the reserves called in sick at the last minute. Our leader, Trenner, he is a no-show, or not a no-show. He couldn't make it. Whitecake couldn't make it. So yeah, honestly don't know. But if these drivers can, keep it on track, they'll bring home points. But like I said, Cuds was doing some practice earlier in the week, and he was rapid. And you can see there's an 18.2 on his first lap. So I've got money for pole, fastest lap, and P1.
And when you say money, you
Call it now.
mean monopoly money. You don't mean real money, do you, Kat? Because
I don't
gambling's
have
not.
money anyway. Yeah, this. Well, in the end, it doesn't mean anything anyway. All the banks are closing, and it's all funny money anyway, etc. So
That's it.
yeah,
Take my credit card. No.
that's
So yeah, Cuds. Look, let's have a quick look at that top two. Cuds 118.2, PMAC 118. Well, 119.1, I think it is. Let's have a. Yeah, 119, almost a 119.1. So he's 7 tenths, almost 8 tenths shy of Cuds. So I think even if you had some real money and you did bet it on the man in the Alpine, I think it's looking pretty safe.
Safer than putting it in the banks at the moment. Patrick.
Safer than putting it in the bank. Safer than crypto.
Yeah, safer than Silicon Valley Bank. Yep.
Definitely safer than crypto. It's definitely safer.
Bag has. Yep, that's right. Bang has a qualifying ban. So if there was any time that he wanted to serve a qualifying ban, today was the time, because there's only 13 drivers. So rather than start from P20, he's going to be starting from P13.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's an advantage, but it's definitely it's ticking the box when it comes to quali bans. Obviously you start from last place, and if last place is 13th, then you have done yourself a little bit of a favour there, because you've already started in the points, whereas if you're starting in P20, obviously you're 6 or 5 places out of the points. So nice one to Bang. He has served his qualifying ban, so stewards take note of that. Let's see.
Who's on a fast lap? I think Parzival.
Yeah, I'm just with Parzival at the moment.
I think he's just finished his lap, so 120.
Paddy.
Was the best he could do.
Paddy's.
Jenneth might be pushing. He's got.
Oh, Wayne Morris. Wayne Morris has just finished a lap. I just saw someone jump into P2, and it's Wayne Morris, and he is less than half a tenth away from Cuds. So hey, Wayne Morris giving Cuds a bit of a run for his money on the grid tonight in qualifying. That is really good to see. Wayne Morris, he's obviously done some practice across the week, found some pace through the corners, through the graveyard.
It's not it, Tetris. SJ's not on the track.
He's
so yeah, there's no one in his way. So
in his way.
Straight through to P2.
There's no one quali blocking him.
That's right.
And Santa's gone up into P3, our Swiss connection.
More, I think. Yeah, I think he's got a bit more. He's still a fair bit away from P1, 7 tenths away. But I do know that Cuds has got a little bit more. He did a 118 flat the other day, so blew us away in practice. So he's got a little bit more up his sleeve.
You think there's a couple of bags of sand on his rear wing?
Oh, it could be. I think he was just setting out his first lap, getting a feel on the track. But still got 10 minutes to go. Like I said, I think he'll get P1 convincingly.
Just following Powers across the line, see if he doesn't improve, stays P7, unless.
I think he started his hot lap. I think he's just started.
Okay, yeah, he's just started his hot lap. So let's stick on board with Powers, the Red Bull driver, Tier 4. He's had a few podiums throughout the first half of the season. Let's have a quick look at his.
Yeah, Red Bull drivers aren't doing too bad. A little bit off the pace for the front runners, but it's still a long way to go. We're in round 10. He's invalidated, so he's backed out of that one. I think he might recharge his battery and start again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in round 10, so it's 18 rounds for IRL this season. So we're going to take a 2-week break after this and come back. I think it's April. I wrote it down. April 14th. So you won't be hearing our voices for a few weeks. The drivers will rest and recharge, and then there's another 8 races to see the season through. So it's still a long way to go. And if drivers like Tetris and Cake don't show up, then this would be a great opportunity for the other drivers.
You mean Trenner?
Sorry, Trenner and.
No, that's okay. Tetris sometimes doesn't show up, but he usually shows up for Tier 3.
I was thinking about last week, mate. When you
No,
let
no,
me
you.
down. That's
Yeah,
right.
I did let you down. I'm so sorry. Let's have a quick look at the standings. We've got about 8 minutes left of quali. Santa is on a hot lap, so we'll pick that up at the end as he finishes. Actually, he's just invalidated, so that's not going to happen. PMAC is, I think he is just about to start his hot lap. I think let's have a look.
He's finishing.
No, he's finishing his hot lap. Yep. So let's stick with him. I don't know if he's improved or anything, but quick look at the standings. Trenner 151, not here tonight, so that's obviously going to put him at a slight disadvantage if Santa and Cuds come in the top three. PMAC did actually improve to a oops, no, that's not it. A 118.6, almost 118.7 in P3. Santa's gone back into the pits, not iWilds in the pits.
Cuds is on a hot lap if you want to sit on Cuds.
Let's jump on with Cuds. Shall we take it actually in the driver's seat and follow him round?
Let's do that. Going up to this new corner, this right-hander, you have to cut both curves to get the best line. Cut the right-hand side all the way, shortest line. Move to the left-hand side again. Make it as short as you can. You've got a little bit on the grass here. Go into the graveyard, should drop down into 7, down to 6. Right-hander takes the curve, accelerates and opens up the DRS. Right-hand side here, heading down to turn something, I don't know the numbers.
11.
Is improving? Oh, I didn't see a split time there. Seems very clean here. Down to the second last corner, puts the right hand up, moves to get clean, opens up the DRS. Can he improve on his time? And he does a 118 flat.
Up 3/10.
Go up, yeah. So that's I think that's his time. Can he drop down to the 117s? I don't know, but he might as well just go in the pits and retire. I think he's sitting there sweet. I don't think he'll do that, but
I don't know.
Cuds.
That's a cracking lap. Makes me a little bit nervous about Tier 3 tomorrow, as I always say when I'm commentating. I'm like a broken record in that respect. But, yeah, great lap from Cuds. Obviously, Tier 4 rookie. He is challenging the top 4, which is a very impressive feat. Not feat, but a very impressive thing to do in his first season. Anyone else on a flyer is Powers.
Wayne Morris is on a no, he invalidated, so I think he's going to try again.
Yeah.
He's got enough fuel. He's got 1.6.
Wayne Morris has invalidated. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's setting up for another flyer, so he's just about to go through the last corner now.
DRS open as he comes down the straight.
Hot lap enabled. Maybe we can sit on with Wayne Morris, see what he can do. He needs to improve by just over 0.3 of a second. Can he compete with Cuds for P1?
That is the question. Can anyone compete with Cuds tonight? He obviously has put a fair bit of practice in for Albert Park. We've got Alpha Tauri on the left-hand side, just letting Wayne go, giving him a lot of space, which is the thing to do. He
down 4/10, so I don't think he'll improve on his time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna activate the lap data so that we can see those split times. Sorry that I didn't have that activated, people watching the stream.
Just watching Jenneth across the line. He does improve by half a second, moves him up into P5.
That's a nice lap from Jenneth. Well done.
Not bad. Yeah, well done, the hash driver there.
Well done. Obviously, Jenneth is also a rookie as well in his first season for Inters, and bagged a full-time seat with the Tier 4 Haas squad. Let's see.
Lord seems to be setting up for his for a hot lap. Swiss Lord, our fellow AlphaTauri driver. With the appeals and changes of the scores last week, he finished P4, so that's, I think, his season best. Well done from Swiss Lord last week.
Very well done. He'll be looking to improve his position tonight from P12. But I mean, to be fair, he's already in the points because we have a few drivers that aren't able to make it. I believe, has he invalidated? I saw his red light flashing as he went around that corner, which...
Nope, it's not invalidated. I'm just trying to see his split time, see if he's improving. But yeah, if there's any opportunity to bag a bunch of points, tonight's the night.
Tonight is indeed the night. It's the halfway mark in the season. And as you said before, we go to a season break, which is 2 weeks. We go for a break. Next weekend is obviously the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park, and then the week after that it's Easter, so we'll be back on the 15th, the weekend of the 16th, 17th. Where are we going next?
We're going to Japan. We're going to Suzuka.
Oh, Suzuka. Oh, some Suzuka sushi, which is actually one of our TP, Broseph. Massive shout out to Broseph. It's his favourite track. I remember commentating last season when he won on a one-stop strategy. No, it wasn't last season. It was the season before. But it was when he was Season 2 champion, Tier 2 champion. It's his favourite track. So, yeah, really like Japan. I personally despise it, but... I
don't mind it now. I don't mind it now... in 2022, 2021, I hated it. I would always lose it, but I think with this game, they've finally improved something, and I think Japan's one of it. So it's not my favourite, but it's okay. I'll bear it.
Absolutely. I think PMAC's on a flyer at the moment, so we might stick with him. We've only got about a minute and a half on it.
Yeah, he's improved by 0.4. So
he's just invalidated. What a shame. That would have brought him down almost to Wayne. Oh no, it would have put him ahead of Wayne on the front row if he'd have kept that on track.
40. So if he's got enough fuel, and he does. I think he does. I can't really say 2.9. He does. So he'll be able to do another lap.
He also has a fair bit of traffic behind him. He's got 2 Williams, Aston Martin, and then a little bit behind he's got a Ferrari. Not everybody. There's a few cars out on track. It's an Alfa Romeo.
Across the start-finish line to set up to start his hot lap.
Well, I think what we should do is sit on board with Santa. He is in P2 in the championship. He's only 9 points behind Trenner, so he'll be looking to bag a Swiss bag of points this evening, a Swiss account of foreign money, so that he can get a little bit of distance.
The Swiss francs. They use Swiss francs.
They do. They use francs. They use euro. They also use Deutschmarks because they speak 4 or 5 different languages over there.
Swiss, man. The Swiss. They're just
they've
so
got
inclusive.
it. They've got it.
Yeah.
They love everybody. They just accept everybody, and that's the thing about the Swiss that we love. They just accept people for who they are. It doesn't matter whether you're German. Doesn't matter whether you're French. Doesn't matter whether you're Belgian. They'll
glitch a little bit either. Like,
exactly.
Leave them alone.
We're all mates, mate. We're all mates.
That's it.
So as he comes around turn 11, coming to the last final sector, I can't.
Split times. I don't see what he's doing, but
I'm having a look at his. It doesn't actually say. I was too busy talking about Franks.
Yeah. Okay, he's about to cross the start-finish line. Let's see what he can do.
It's looking good.
1:18.1.
It's looking good.
Great time.
He has leapfrogged Wayne Morris into P2. So that's a great lap.
Yeah, Wayne Morris is not improving. He's pretty flat in his time. PMAX has invalidated.
He's invalidated, so he won't improve. Powers has lost his front wing. Has he actually? No, he's retired.
Yeah, he's lost everything. He's lost his wheel. Yeah, he's out.
He's lost his ball.
I think that's compromised Jenneth, unfortunately. So
that's a shame. No, Jenneth is in the pits.
Oh, sorry, Paddy. It's compromised Paddy.
Yeah.
So Paddy was just crossing that incident there. Wayne Morris is in the pits.
So Domwar is about to cross the line. I don't think he's invalidated, so let's see if he improves. He doesn't improve, stays in P11. I believe that is his qualifying done. I think everyone's across the line, except for Swiss Lord. Let's see.
Yeah, he's not improving. So
No.
I think that's all she wrote.
That is quali. Do you want to take a screenshot of that, my friend?
Yep, it's on the stream.
Oh, it's on the stream. There we go.
Yep.
So that is quali. Tier 4 at Albert Park. We have...
Cuds was going to do a 118 flat. He's 118 flat.
Yeah.
For, what is it, 1,000th of a second? So,
it's almost like you knew somehow.
Look, you know, this is what it takes to be a commentator. You sit there, you watch people in their practice. You know, you ask them how they're feeling. I research. I do work for this IRL business, Tetris.
You definitely work for it, mate. It's
That's it.
We are so very, very fortunate to have you. You're the numbers man. You're the lawyer. You're you're the the lawyer cat. You are the glue that keeps IRL together. So it's a pleasure to have you, not just as my teammate, not just as the my comms buddy on Friday night, but also just to have you around. So yeah, good score, man. Good score. So that's
getting bigger.
Look, it's what happens when you're a gill cat. So there we go. P1 Cuds, P2 Santa, P3 Wayne. I'm going to run out of time because I was bullshitting so much. But yeah,
I'll take in a screenshot here, and so it's Cuds P1, Santa P2, Wayne Morris P3, Not Wilds 4, PMAC, A-Dog, Parzival, Powers, Jeneth, Paddy, Domore, Swiss Lord, and Bang, who had a quality ban.
And that's the 13 drivers for the Tier 4 Australian GP. If all of them finish, they all get points.
I just realised 13, unlucky for some, lucky for others. What do we think? We think we're going to have some safety cars with 13 cars on the track tonight, Tetris? If there was 20, I would have said yes, but I don't know about these these drivers.
Can I just say that I think if you can't fit 13 cars around turn 1, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. But I'm sure they'll manage to find a way. This is Tier 4.
Yeah, this is Tier 4. No, look, Tier 4 has done some pretty clean driving.
They've done.
When there's been some, they've had some moments, but to be honest, Tier 4 are one of the most enjoyable tier to commentate, and also most enjoyable tier to watch. They generally keep it clean. They generally reduce the lap 1 incidents, and most of the time, most of the drivers finish. That's a pretty unsecured statistic right there, but
except for last week. But yeah.
Except for last week, which I wasn't a part of. I was obviously batteryless.
Half the grid DNF'd, but anyway, yeah, it works out. So.
But it is Jeddah, and you kind of expect that. Look, Australia. Look, I feel as though there's going to be. I'm going to predict there's going to be one VSC and one safety car. The VSC is going to be in the first 10 laps, and the safety car is going to be somewhere between the middle and the 20th lap. So that's my prediction. I'll see how we go with that. Let's have a look at the tyre strategy. Take us through the tyre strategy tonight for the 13 drivers, Kat.
All right, everyone is starting on mediums except for P10 Paddy and P13 Bang. I'm going to predict someone's going to take it out in turn 1, and it'll be a safety car. Some of these drivers may not be used to starting up so far up the grid, and I think,
especially with a full tank of gas.
Yeah, full tank of gas, turn 1, it's a little bit tricky, a little bit hairy. So yeah, I'm predicting that. Also predicting Bang to be driver of the day. I think he's going to make up a bunch of positions, and I think he was going to be good enough to get on the podium. So that's my call. My call cuts for P1, Bang for P3.
Yeah. I'm gonna second that, because looking at the tyre strategy, Bang on the hards, starting in P13, that's a pretty saucy strategy right there. I like that strategy because he's got the potential to make up quite a few positions in the first few laps if he keeps it clean on lap 1. And we've got a DSQ from Powers. Anyway, we're about to go 5 red lights. Who do we sit on board with? Let's sit on board with Wayne.
I think you're on with A-Dog. I think that's a good idea. Let's sit on with A-Dog.
Let's sit on with A-Dog. All right. So it's 5 red lights. And we are a little bit of a delay. We're off. Powers gets around the outside to try and get up the inside.
He's got a drive-through penalty.
He's got to drive through because I think he has... Oh, there is some drivers around. We have a car park. It is an absolute car park.
I think we've got the right driver. Yep. We have A-Dog, who's, I think, spun. I think Paddy, Wild, Swiss Lord as well. So, there was a number of cars that spun out there at the start. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I think again, 13 cars into turn 1 just doesn't work. And guess who's made up?
Yeah.
Going into P6. He's flying. That's a great start for Daniel.
All right, let's go back to tyres and the gaps. So Powers, as you said, has a drive-through penalty. He's already gone off. What's happened there? He's gone off at the graveyard, which is where he went off during quali. It looks like he's taken out a few signs. I don't know if he's taken out any if he's lost any front wing, but he's going to need to serve that drive-through anyway. Let's go back up the front. We've got Wayne Morris, Cuds in the lead at the end of the first lap with Alan Santa just hanging on to the DRS, Wayne hanging on to Alan Santa's DRS, and PMAX still sitting in. We've got Bang, who has made up how many positions? Let's have a quick look. He has made up 8 positions on the hards, which I was saying before was the saucy strategy from P13, and he's the front hard runner. He's overtaken Paddy. I don't know how that happened.
Do you think he's going to let his teammate through? Bang's got a 5-second gap from PMAC, and Parsifal's just on his tail at the moment, but on the faster tyres. So I'm not sure if any team play will come into teamwork will come into play here, or I think Bang will probably just keep the position and push, to tell you the truth.
Well, look, let's see what happens when DRS is activated. Obviously, as you said, Bang's got almost 6 seconds to PMAC. Oh, Wayne Morris is going for a move on Santa. Let's stick with that. We'll go back to the... Yep. There's a lot of space there. Santa relinquishes the position, and Wayne Morris gets it done down at turn 11. Nice work there, Wayne. It looked pretty clean too. Santa is staying with him though, so he will be able to take advantage of the DRS as it gets activated. But Cuddle's out in front. He's just done fastest lap, and second lap, DRS is activated, but he's got almost 2.5 second gap to P2.
Yeah, he's pulling away, isn't he?
So as these guys battle for P2, PMAC, Santa and Wayne, Cuds just says, thanks very much. I don't have to fight with Cake for this P1, so I'm gonna take it to the podium.
Just looking at those positions again, I think A-Dog and Wild were the biggest losers, weren't they? I think we're jumping on with A-Dog, and he was the unfortunate one, I think, at the start. But it's still a long time, and like I said, only 13 drivers, so it's still a long way to go.
I'm just looking at what we were talking about before we went up to the front with the battle between Santa and Morris. Bang has actually let 2 cars through after I don't know if he let 2 cars through, but 2 cars have gotten past him once that DRS was activated at the end of lap 3. End of lap 2.
I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't see it as well, but I can only imagine he either made a small mistake or he let the car through.
But still not going to disadvantage him majorly, because as we said before, he is on a saucy strategy. He's on the hards to medium strategy, depending on the safety cars and how that all works. So we'll see how that plays out across the life of the race. Let's go back up the front to this battle between for P2. Looks like PMAX dropped off a little bit, but Santa and Wayne are still within DRS, and they're catching up to Cuds. I may have spoken too soon. Wayne's got a little bit of pace on him, and he's burning the midnight oil to get back up to P1 to see if he can take the top step of the podium.
Yeah, both Cuds and Wayne have got about 70% ERS, so it's not too bad.
Shall we look at the telemetry? Let's have a look at the telemetry.
Yeah, I always have it on my side. I have it on. I like to see what the drivers are doing. But Bang's made the move on Jeneth. Just had a look there. So it's a nice move there. Looks like he's done it on the straight there into the graveyard now.
But Janet's got DRS, so we'll see what happens down into turn 11. Janet's challenge, no, just slots in behind. Has a little look down the inside, but decides to save it for another day.
That's the battle happening. That's the main battle at the moment. Jeneth and Bang is really where it is. Not Wilds is right up the rear of Paddy at the moment. Not Wilds got a 5-second penalty, so I'm not sure when that happened.
That happened at the start. I think he had a collision with, I'm not sure who he had a collision with, but they're having a little battle into turn 1. Paddy just lets him go past, eases off the throttle, but decides that he wants to have another slice, another whack at this along the straight down into turn 3.
Yeah, so there's a nice little battle happening there, but 8, 9, and 10. A-Dog is on the back of Paddy. I was having a look before. There's a lot of drivers, a lot of outside Australia drivers tonight, and a little bit of movement there of Paddy's car, but not too bad.
No, it doesn't seem to be too bad at all. I think it's definitely manageable on a circuit like this, where you have space to give those drivers. But as the DRS is activated, let's see, he's still within DRS of not Wilds, but he is obviously on the hard compound tyre, which at the moment will be probably about 3/4 to half a second slower, maybe even more. But that will change in about 3 to 4 laps. Takes it quite wide.
He's gone into the pits. I'm not sure why.
He's peeling off into the pits. What's going on here? Let's see if he's changes the front wing.
Yeah, it didn't seem too slow, so this is a really unusual stop for Paddy.
And he is changing a front wing, so there must have been a little bit of contact with either Jeneth or Wilds during that, or maybe he just had a little bit of contact with a wall, because the walls around here can be quite brutal. But anyway, let's go back up to, where's the battles? The battle at the moment is Santa and Wayne, and Wayne has...
So Wayne's closed the gap. It's just over a second at the moment. Santa's just under a second behind Wayne at the moment, so it's pretty close between P1, 2 and 3.
So this is pretty spicy. Santa has not let Wayne, but Wayne has overtaken Santa. Santa hasn't overtaken Wayne, and Santa has Wayne has just brought Santa back into the battle for P1. This is brilliant stuff.
Just having a look at the ERS as well. It's all fairly even. I think Santa's a little bit lower than the rest, but they're not burning through it too much. So the drivers are all, keeping it pretty consistent. Wayne's now just under his 3/10 behind, so I think Wayne's about to put some pressure on Cubs.
Let's see what he does. Does he take the strategy and just sit behind and harvest and wait for Cuds to make a mistake, put pressure on him in psychologically, or does he actually go for a move? At the moment, Santa is the third sausage roll in a 3 sausage roll party, so he's a little bit powerless to do anything, but as I said before, Wayne has actually helped drag him up to the battle for P1. So let's keep an eye on this. This is pretty exciting right now when it comes to the fact that we started with 13 and we still have 13 drivers as well. That's something worth noting.
No safety car, so we were both, I was wrong anyway. So
I was completely off. I thought VSC in the first 5 laps. That's obviously come and gone.
Yeah, so I was going to say before, I don't mind the hards. I rate the hards in this track. These drivers, P2, P3, they might just be sitting there going, we'll just, extend the life of these tyres just that little bit longer. Catch them on the pit stop. So see what happens. Still a long way to go.
Definitely a long way to go, Kat. One thing I will get you to keep an eye on, or we should keep an eye on, is the gap, the delta between PMAC and Santa. It's sitting around 2.4 but 2.5, but that's the guys up the front aren't battling. If they start battling, if Santa, Wayne and Cud start battling, you might see that delta that shows how far behind PMAC is. You might see that actually drop a little bit. Sitting around, it's gone up to 2.6, but there's not much battling. There's a lot of strategy going on in the P3. The first three positions.
Yeah, it's keeping PMAC in the run. I would have expected the front three to pull away, but they're not really. It's just jumped up to 2.7, but again, it's not a huge amount, especially down to P5. There's another 7 seconds behind, so I think PMAC's doing a great job trying to stay with the front.
Just on board with Cuds right now. I want to just see the exit that Wayne gets. He gets a great exit actually, and Cuds trying to break the toe. Looks like Wayne might even go for a move here. Going to the outside on turn 1. Cuds goes defensive. Wayne gets him on turn 2. Turn 1. And as they head down to turn 3, he gets the DRS activated as well.
Does Santa make the move? I don't know. Santa's just being a little bit cautious there. But yeah, that was a great move from Wayne. Wayne got the DRS down straight into turn 2 and 3, and then had DRS as well. So had double serving the DRS. Good on him.
A double dose, and Cuds was pretty powerless. Once he got past him at turn 1, Wayne just had the momentum, and he also had the DRS to get him down to turn 3 before Cuds could even say anything or do anything. So this is a beautiful battle here for P3, very clean.
Santa's lining up as well. I can see Santa's really close. He's going to get the both got DRS though, so I'm not sure if Santa will be able to.
Yeah.
Now pulling away from PMAC, the gap is now 3 seconds. So just slightly pulling away. Parsons another 7 seconds behind. So these front runners doing a great job keeping it clean. See what Santa can do. Santa's just going down the straight. Don't think he'll be able to do it. Cub's still got DRS. But Wayne has pulled 7/10 gap from Cuds, so Wayne's taking it away. Great to see Wayne at the front here.
It's great to see Wayne in P1 at the moment. It's we've been watching him.
Cuds has gone wide.
Cuds has gone wide. Does that give Wayne the ability to break free? No, he's still within the 1 second DRS zone.
Didn't cost him too much.
No, didn't cost him as much as it could have costed him, but it just shows you getting to lap 10, still got 3/4 of a tank of gas, and Paddy's just gone for a fastest lap, 1:22, and I've actually seen a few time penalties flash up. Sorry, I'm just going to jump on with Santa.
Yep, Bang's made the move on his teammate into P5.
Yep.
Powers has got 9 seconds of penalties. Swiss Lord's just picked up a 3 second, and Rottweiler's got a 5 second penalty. Santa's right up the back of Cuds here. Looks like Cuds is outside the DRS. No, DRS is open. So.
He must have just caught it.
Just got it. So Bang's freed up from his teammate here, so just going to keep an eye on that delta as well, just to see if he can close that gap. Again, these front runners are on 10-lap-old mediums, so those tyres will start to drop off. I suspect pit stops just coming around the lap 14, and that will mean Bang can extend it out for a few extra laps, maybe able to close that gap down and bring the fight to the front runners towards the end of the race.
I think there's going to be a bit of strategy involved with the undercut here, because when we did a practice run last night, I tried the undercut, and it is actually quite powerful. It's not massive, but if you get that outlap, you get the in-lap right, and you get the outlap, you nail the outlap, and Santa's going for it. Oh no, he just has a little look down the inside, but tucks back in behind, just giving us all a bit of excitement. But look at this, Wayne Morris has pulled out a gap of 1.5 seconds. We've got a yellow flag.
Wow.
What's going on there? Not I Wilds has invalidated, he's DNF'd. He's on the right.
It's a full safety car.
Full course safety car. Oh, so we were kind of right with the safety car?
Yeah, and I think the front runners just missed out. So Wayne Morris just made it. Santa's made it, and PMAC and Bang are in the pits.
Tubbs has stayed out.
Stayed out.
Why has he stayed out? That's an interesting choice. Did he miss it, or did he get a call from his race engineer?
Too. So you know, I didn't see it. I was going to say maybe there was a bit of track cutting there, but I didn't see it. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Cuds didn't take the opportunity to pit, and the rest of them have. So
everybody's pit.
Yeah, Cud. That's the.
Paddy's staying out. Yep, Paddy's going to stay out. Let's see what Donmore does.
He's got fresher mediums, so he's got 5-lap-old mediums. I'd imagine everyone else should pit. Donmore should pit.
No, Donmore's staying out.
It's not pitting. Okay.
Powers. Let's see what Powers does. He's coming around the final two corners now.
He's got 2-lap-old hard, so you would think.
No, he'll stay out. Yeah.
Stay out.
He'll be happy to catch up to the pack after that unfortunate drive-through penalty. So he'll be wanting to stay. I was just going to say he'll be wanting to stay on those hards till the end. What are you saying about Bang? Yep. Bang's pit.
Yeah, so Bang did pit.
He's gone early.
Mediums, and I don't know if they're going to make it to the end. That'll be 17 laps on the mediums.
15 by the time the safety car comes in, but he will have done two laps under the safety car, or 1.5 laps under the safety car.
Could do it, but I think I got my tyres to about 60% on 14-15 laps. So
it's a little bit early to pit for mediums. I understand what he's done, and I guess what he's done is
Cuds will drop down. He'll drop down to imagine at least P8.
Yeah, let's have a look at where Cuds comes back in. Nice stop from the Alpine pit crew.
Just bit there between the house. I don't think so. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So he's P7.
So it's interesting to note that Cuds is P7. He is his car number is 13, and there are 13 drivers. Well, there were 13 drivers. There's a few number anomalies going on here, which I definitely appreciate. But yeah, he's dropped down to P7. Like I said, I don't know whether he missed the pit entry or whether his race engineer gave him conflicting information. But essentially, that's disadvantaged him because he had to do a full lap behind the safety car, couldn't speed through to the pits. Couldn't overtake the safety car, which obviously has dropped him back to P7. He is on fresh hards, so he does obviously have opportunities, and there will be 15 laps to the end once the safety car comes in. I would imagine.
So imagine make up a couple of positions. Maybe you get Bang on those older tyres towards the end of the race, but I think his best hope for is probably a P3, maybe a P2 if he's lucky, but it's going to be tough to catch the front runners. They were pretty fast.
I mean, look, 16 laps, anything can happen. Wayne Morris is the Cinderella story of the well, not the Cinderella story, but he is the driver of the moment at the moment. He will be feeling quite excited. He'll have a lot of adrenaline going through him at the moment because he's leading the safety car away. He'll be leading the pack away after the safety car comes in. So he is in a prime position at the moment. The only real threat behind him when it comes to tyre strategy will be Bang. But that threat, if he can hold, or if the three front runners can hold Bang up for a good 4 or 5 laps, we say that in theory, but that's difficult because he is a very quick driver and he is on a a much faster compound at the moment, and it will be an advantage for at least the first 6 or 7 laps.
Yeah, like I said, the hards, I didn't mind the hards. They'll still take a good lap to warm up, and Bang needs to take advantage of that. Wayne, if you could hear me, careful on the last corner. Don't spin it. You're leading. Don't throw it away. Don't bin it. I've done it before. Just caution there. I don't know if he's led a race before. Has he led a race? I don't know. But nice to see him in P1. That's for sure.
I really don't know if he has led a race. It is good to see him up the front. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of respect for Wayne. He's come a long way in the short period of time he has been part of Inters as a driver. But this will test him because it's really challenging to lead a safety car away. I'm going to sit on board with him to make sure that he does everything correctly by the Inters rulebook. He needs to not speed up and slow down. He obviously needs to lead the cars away cleanly. But the safety car, which is coming around the final 2 corners now, needs to have entered the pits before he can apply that throttle to 100%. And it looks like he's gone. He's away. He's taken the early doors. Yep.
Oh, and Santa's. Yep.
And Santa is sticking with him. PMAC is sticking with Santa, and Bang is right on PMAC's tail. It's a very clean getaway. Everyone seems to have gotten through. Green flags are out, and we are back racing again, and everyone down to P12.
Sitting on with Bang at the moment just to see what he can do with those fresh mediums.
You can see the exits. I'm on board with him now, and you can see the exits that he gets are just so much better.
Yeah, much more confidence, much cleaner. Those mediums are warmed up already.
I have a feeling
he'll grab PMAC down the straight here.
Yeah, he is actually on the hunt right now. PMAC is he's burning a little bit. Well. Yeah. PMAC's making his car quite wide though. I must admit, he's making it difficult.
Bang's going to try it down this straight here, is he? No, he's lost some time. So yeah. Santa's very close to Wayne as well. Oh, this has spiced things up a bit.
And if you, it has spiced things up. And if you look back into further down the field, Cuds has actually fallen back a place. So I'm not sure what happened there. Everyone got away cleanly, but Cuds, he was in P7. So Swiss Lord, our Swiss connection in Tier 4, has gone back up to P7. So nice work there from the AlphaTauri driver, who is our rookie. On board with with Bang at the moment. He's not putting too much pressure on PMAC. Maybe he's decided to wait until DRS has been activated, because
he's going to be in DRS train. They're all within 1 second. So
I know.
I think he needs to get the move done now. He'd do it. Oh, and I think PMAC's just gone wide. So Bang's got a great run here. I think he'll get the move done.
Yeah.
He's burning side by side. Bang's got to go on the grass a little bit. Side by side, yep.
He's done.
He's done it. Yeah, great job there.
Very clean, round the outside, textbook stuff. Now he's on the hunt for Santa and Mr. Morris. What's happening down the back? We've got Cuds on the rear end of Swiss Lord.
Yeah, I think he's got to make the move. Goes to the inside, and
he's been tapped.
They've contact.
They come together.
Contact. Yep.
That is very unfortunate.
Unfortunate, and Cuds is down the end. P0, so unfortunately there. He's at the back of the pack. Looked pretty clean to me. I think it was a side by side, and there was just a little touch there, but I'll leave that up to Cuds. He'll decide whether he wants to put a incident reporting on it.
Yeah. I don't think the stewards are going to be too busy today. too busy over the weekend for Tier 4, apart from that lap 1 incident. I think everything else has been pretty, or turn 1 incident.
Clean.
Everything else has been pretty clean. So I'm just on board with, just had word from one of the viewers saying that it's, yeah, I'm not actually going to say that on stream because that's someone's opinion, and we'll wait for the stewards to make their decision.
Yeah, easy to, armchair spectator, but that's okay. We'll let it go. Cubs will decide whether he wants to submit it or not.
Yeah, Powers is on the back of Swiss Lord coming out of the graveyard. Got a great exit, DRS activated. He's like swishing around quite a bit, Powers.
Same move
He
as
did
Cubs.
try the
Does he make
same move. No, Swiss Lord gets around the outside, and Paddy's
going to make the move. Paddy, okay, I don't know what happened there with Paddy. It looked like he had the move done.
He's got them. Oh no, he's in a Red Bull sandwich. He's got A-Dog behind him and Powers in front of him. He wants to get out of that sandwich, but just going to jump back up the front to Bang. Bang is about 3/10 behind Santa, who is still in the DRS zone of Wayne Morris. So let's just sit on board with this one. You keep an eye on the deltas below, but this one seems to be where the action is at the moment.
Just having a look at the back. We'll keep sitting on with Bang, but I'm just having a look at A-Dog and Paddy. A-Dog may be able to get the move done, but I'll let you know. I think Bang's where the action is at the moment, and Santa seems to be really close as well. Santa seems to be setting up the move down into the graveyard. Does he make the move? No. Will he make the move on the DRS? Nice exit. Both drivers, Bang and Santa, have a clean exit. DRS open. Wayne is getting a lot of pressure.
There's contact.
There seems to be some contact there. And I think Wayne may have got some damage on his wing. I'm not sure.
He does have wing damage. I saw him hit the wall, but now Bang and Santa are going hammer and tong through the final 3 corners. Santa on the outside. Bang gets the inside, and he gets the move done up into P1. This man is on a mission. Wayne Morris, unfortunately, into the pit. I think he's going to have a front wing change.
I think he'll put on the new set of meds if he's got them, front wing, and unfortunately the front runners of Cuds and Wayne are at the back of the pack. Wayne's decided to go for softs, got new wings on, and he's out.
There's a yellow flag. I think there's a Red Bull. Is that a dog? No, that is Powers. Powers and Cuds. Cuds is DNF'd. Powers has hit the back of Cuds. Powers has hit the back of Cuds and DNF'd him. Or not DNF'd him, but Cuds is DNF'd. That is most unfortunate for the Alpine driver. He was definitely on for a podium tonight. Oh my God, this is absolutely catastrophic for him.
Yeah, there's another safety car, and that safety car's probably come out at a great time for Wayne Morris. He's got fresh softs, and they'll take him to the end, so he'll be rapid. I wonder what the front runners will do. Bang's on 7-lap-old mediums. What would you do there? Would you give up the position, or would you put a fresh set of tyres on? Tetris, 10 laps to go.
I would definitely go track position, but everyone behind me would be getting off those hards, I would imagine. Let's see what everyone does. What does Bang do? He stays out.
Stays out.
Santa stays out. PMAX stays out. Partsival stays out. Janet stays out. Everyone's staying out. They're doing the.
Got no wing. No, Swisslaw's got no front wing, so I don't know what happened there. He's coming in.
So Swiss Lord, probably not by choice, is coming into the pits to get a front wing change. We'll see what he goes on to. Does he go on to the softs, or does he go on to the mediums? He's going on to a fresh set of mediums, which is a logical choice. I think mediums. I think softs would go to the end, but mediums will get to the end in better shape, and they will last longer. Look, Wayne Morris, that is so disappointing for him. But he will obviously, once the safety car comes in, be at a pretty decent advantage. Jeneth up at the top of the field for the first time in his career in P5. Nice work there. Partsival, we haven't seen him. He hasn't been consistent consistently showing up for races, but when he does show up, he puts in a good effort and puts in a good performance. Good to see him in P4. Look, Bang, Santa, PMAC, Partsival, and Jeneth are all on, and Paddy, he's only on 1 lap fresher mediums, but they're all on 8 lap old tyres. Bang being on 8 lap old mediums, so he can get the jump on the hard runners at the safety car restart, but in about 4 or 5 laps, those hards are going to be in better shape and probably a little bit quicker than the mediums. So it's hard to say who's got the advantage at the moment, Kat.
Yeah, I can't call it at the moment. I think Bang's tyres are going to, they're not going to go to the end. Well, he'll make it to the end, but he's going to be slow the last few laps, whether or not Santa and PMAC can pass him. Wayne in P9 as well. He's going to be rapid. It's only going to take him a few laps to make up some positions. So I'm still betting on Wayne for a podium, to tell you the truth. And I don't know. I think Bang will take it home. I think he's fast. He's come from last. He's going to want the points. So my money's on Bang.
Yeah, look, I think I agree with you. If he can pull out a bit of a gap in the first 2 or 3 laps, if he can pull out a gap in the first 2 or 3 laps, he might be able to stretch his advantage a little bit. But it'll just be interesting to see how those mediums go in 8 laps. They will be 17 laps old. They will be extremely secondhand. Obviously, the hards that Santa, PMAC, Parsival and Jeneth are on will be secondhand as well, but they won't be as secondhand as the mediums in front of them. So, yeah, look, I'm thinking Bang will definitely get a podium. Paddy might even be able to get up there as well. He's a pretty seasoned veteran when it comes to these situations, so don't count Paddy out. Just had the FIA let us know, the race directors just let us know that the safety car is in this lap, so we're going to get on board with Bang, make sure that everything is hunky-dory up the front, and as the safety car rounds the final few corners, he will obviously back the pack up. He will have a throttle limiter that stops him from going, basically faster than about 80 kilometers an hour. He's on about 110 kilometers now. But the safety car has just entered the pits, so we'll see when he leads them away. Comes around the second last corner, and I think he is gone. He has gone.
And let's see what's happening on the track. He's got about a 7/10 jump on Santa. PMAC another 7/10 behind, so it's a pretty even gap behind.
Paddy goes for a move on Jeneth.
Yep. Looks like he's got that done on the outside, and he moves into P5.
And a dog is challenging as well down the inside into turn 3. Jeneth goes around the outside, goes very deep though.
Yep. Oh, there's some contact there between Jeneth and I think it was Donmore maybe. Wayne Morris has taken advantage, moves into P8.
Jeneth has dropped down back to P11.
Maybe got some damage or his cold tyres. So there's some moves happening here between Donmore and A-Dog. This is looks really scary. Wayne Morris is really rapid on those tyres.
2 Williams and 2 Red Bulls.
Powers. Yep. And I think the teammate lets Wayne Morris through. So Wayne is.
Oh no! Donwire's round. Donwire's round. Sorry, I was on him because he was trying. Yeah, the 2 Williams were going through.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably wasn't the best place to let teammate through, and it looks like he's still in it. I'm not sure if he got any damage, but looks like his car's still in one piece, so that's great.
He's definitely still in it. We'll see if he ducks into the pits. What's happening up the field? Cat, we've got A-Dog and Jen. A-Dog's in. Donmoire stays out, so 2 wide through there is ballsy, Blue Dog. 4 wide is even more ballsy. I don't know what was going on between Williams and the Red Bulls.
So the problem now, Wayne Morris in front of him has got Powers with fresh mediums, 3-lap-old mediums. So those mediums will be fast. Softs will be faster. It's going to take him a little bit of extra.
Powers is in the wall. Powers has lost it round turn 4, and he's in the wall.
Another way to overtake really easily as well if the car in front of you spins out. So Wayne's moved up into P6.
And Jenneth is back up into P8. Well done, Jenneth. Swiss Lord up into P7. Wayne Morris, did you say P6? And Paddy, Paddy 3 seconds in front, catching up to Parzival and PMAX. So what's happened up the front? We've got Bang has stretched out a 1.2 second lead. Alan Santa has got a 1.5 second lead back to PMAC. And Parzival's got a 1.4 second lead back to PMAC as well. So DRS is enabled, but no one's in the DRS zone, apart from
Paddy. Maybe just
Paddy is just creeping up into it.
Yeah, Wayne Morris is pushing. He's closing that gap. It's now just over 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds. So
he's just got fastest lap too, which you would expect on fresh softs or freshish softs.
Yeah, he's still got a bit of ERS in the tank as well, so he's pushing. He wants that podium.
Absolutely. I don't blame him. I would want that podium as well if I was in that Williams car. But looking at the gaps between P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, Paddy's just snuck into the DRS zone of Parzival in the Alfa Romeo, so there might be a little bit of action happening in that little camp. So let's stick on board with Paddy. Just activated DRS. So Paddy obviously slightly fresher mediums. So he's got better grip out of these slow speeds corners coming into, going through sector 3. So we'll see, he is right on the tail of Parzival right now.
Yeah, if he wants to make the move down, I think he's going to have to do it in the next lap or two, because once those tyres hit about 13, 14 laps, I think the best of them are gone. So, and Wayne Morris is catching fast behind him as well, so he's going to get some pressure in the next half a lap. So, now or never. Paddy.
Yeah, I've just seen a comment in the chat from our Red Bull TP Tyler. Shout out to you, my friend. Bang's tyres are screaming. He's got 13 lap old mediums. He is obviously trying to push that gap out further between him and Santa. 4 laps to go.
2 seconds. We've just got to keep an eye on that delta.
Sorry, I'm just laughing.
You can hear them.
No, I'm just laughing. Someone said, "How do you know?" And Tyler said, "I can hear them. I can hear them screaming." Nice one. But yes, look, let's stick on board with Paddy. That seems to be about the only. Oh, he's tapped him from behind. He's missed his braking point. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Parzival. And there's another car round. Bang! Bang is round. There's those screaming tyres. Oh no, his tyres are on fire! He's into the pits. He's had a bit of a moment and he needs to change his front wing. He is going to be absolutely spewing.
I feel bad for Bang. I think that's another race that he's been leading, and he's had an unfortunate off. So that means Santa's in the lead. Santa's, I don't want to even talk about it. Tetris, let's talk about someone else.
No, I'm not even looking at... let's look at Wayne. Wayne is on the back of Paddy. He is on 7-lap-old softs, so these tyres will be nearing their second-handness, but they're still obviously quite good. He's still obviously got a decent amount of pace. He is on the back of Paddy going through the reprofiled between turn 7 and 8. He goes round the outside.
Side by side. Who's going to give up? Anyone going to give up the position?
Paddy has let him through. He actually let off the throttle. Nice work, Paddy, because he knows that he doesn't need to push it round that graveyard section. He can actually just ease off and get the DRS and stick with him and get that position back, because he knows that in a couple of laps' time, Wayne Morris's tyres are going to be creaming. They're not going to be creaming, they're going to be screaming.
Yeah, but Paddy's tyres as well, they're going to be a bit second-hand too. So, and Wayne's been rapid all day. So I think Wayne's going to pull away from Paddy. Can he close the gap to PMAC? That's the real question. Can he fight for P2?
I'm just going to head back to the back. We've got A-Dog and Bang very close to each other. They've both had incidents where they've had to put on fresh tyres and change a front wing. Obviously, A-Dog is on 3-lap-old softs, so his softs are still in a good state. Bang's on 0-lap-old mediums because he had that incident before with his creaming tyres. And yeah, that's not very exciting, but we will keep an eye on that as we go back to...
Just picked up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's have a quick look at the pens.
I'm surprised Powers is still in the race. I think I've seen him more times in the wall than anyone else, and he's still going. So
I mean, good on him for sticking with it. It's definitely Red Bull gives you I don't know if it gives you wings, but it definitely gives you concrete. He's also got 12 seconds of time penalties as well, which this is a very brutal track for track extensions.
That's all right. He'll get points as long as he brings it home.
He will get points, exactly. He will get some points, and that is what we are all about. PMAC seems to be reeling in Santa.
Yeah, and Wayne's dropping off, so I think those soft tyres have had enough. He just needs to nurse them home, I think, and hopefully he can maintain P3. So yeah, I think
just proves that going the soft option is not always the way to go.
Well, no, hey, look, he's made up a whole bunch of positions, but like I said, I think it's just a lap or two too early.
But to be fair, he did make up a whole bunch of positions, and now he's sitting on the podium. And if he can keep Paddy behind him, which is going to be challenging, he's only got 2 laps to go. If he can keep Paddy behind him, I feel as though he deserves this podium at the very least.
Yeah, so Paddy has 16% ERS and Wayne has got 6, so they're both pretty much out of it, but it looks like Paddy's catching. Paddy's got DRS, his tyres are 15 lap old.
Medium.
It's going to be a race to who's got the worst tyres or the least worst tyres, I think.
The least worst, that's it. Absolutely. A-Dog not able to get past Bang, and he's actually dropped behind. So the Red Bulls at the back of the field, still in the points, but at the back of the field. And Wayne is managing to cling on to it. We go into the last lap. Santa is in the lead. PMAC is in P2. Wayne Morris in P3. Paddy in P4. Swiss Lord up in rapid. P5. So Paddy is... I feel as though Paddy is going to want to get in front.
Yeah, let's sit on with Paddy, I think.
Yeah.
Paddy's pretty rapid with the DRS. Just depends whether he's got the cojones to make the move, I think.
I think he's been harvesting a bit of ERS as well. He's got 25%, whereas Wayne's only got 11%. So I feel he's got a bit of an advantage coming into the second sector. Oh, he's just picked up a pit.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is so unfortunate.
Make this move so he can make the move. I think Paddy just let him through. Wayne just let him through. You'll get the P3.
No, he's not letting him through.
Oh,
they are side by side. Oh, no. Oh, he pushes Wayne off. He pushes Wayne off the track. That was so... I mean, he didn't do it on purpose, but that's what happens when you go around the track in 16-lap-old tyres and 10-lap-old...
Sorry, yeah, so Swiss Lords into P4, but Swiss Lord and Paddy both have 3-second penalties, so I think Wayne will still move into P3. So that's...
And coming across the line, Alan Santa in 18-lap-old hards.
Wayne spun at the... Oh, no, Wayne has spun at the end. He's reversing back. What is he doing?
He's reversing across the finish line.
Yep, he's still reversing. He's... okay, I think he's... I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but okay. I think he spun it at the end.
I think he spun on the final corner.
Yeah, it was a P3 for Wayne. He would have made that with Paddy and Swiss Lord's penalties, but unfortunate, yeah, he spun at the end. So
Well, hang on a sec. We've just got a
race.
We've just had
Got a puncture.
Wayne got a puncture.
Jeez. Right at the last minute. That's unfortunate for him. Yeah, those soft tyres. Was a ballsy move. It was working for him until that last lap. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I remember when you were talking about it, when the safety car came out, he'd just come into the pits and I think he still had 10 laps to go and there were 2 laps under the safety car. I just think 10 laps on softs is really, I know it sounds weird, but that's really pushing it.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. So the rest of the tiers, if you're watching, 10 laps on softs, don't do it. Maybe 6 laps, maybe 7 laps, but 10 laps was just asking a little bit much of those Pirellis. So there's been a little bit of chat around the chat and around everything. Here we go for this is what we wait for each week. P1, Alan Sander for AlphaTauri. PMAC P2, Paddy P3, Swiss Lord P4, Partsival P5, Jeneth Lee P6, Wayne Morris P7, Bang P8, Domwa, nice work Domwa in P9, A-Dog in P10, Powers in P11, and the 2 DNFs this evening, most unfortunate, almost made me cry. Cuddles in P12 and Not I Wilds in P13. Very unlucky to Cuds. Pardon me, very unlucky to Cuds. Obviously unlucky for Not I Wilds as well. Red Bull and a spot of bother down the bottom of the table, but still coming to the finish line with points. So there you have it. It's an interesting podium. Obviously we have AlphaTauri on the top step, McLaren on the P2, and Paddy, we haven't seen him on the podium for a couple of races, so I feel as though that's a really, really great outcome for the young driver from South Africa. We've just had Paddy join us. Welcome to the chat, Paddy, and congratulations on your podium, sir. How do you feel right now? Would have liked to get higher, man. You haven't been on the podium. I don't think you've been on the podium this whole season. You've had some real bad luck, unfortunate incidents. So yeah, P3. I feel as though P3 is a massive bonus for you right now. So congratulations. Tell us about your race.
I'm gonna interrupt you. Sorry, Paddy. Just gonna interrupt you for a second. I don't think you're sharing your audio. Do you want to just go into the settings, the party settings, and share your audio so people can hear? Do you know how to do that?
Always on.
Perfect. That's the one.
Right. Shows you how many times I do
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be the same, mate. I haven't been on the podium for like a couple of seasons.
Perfect. We can hear you now.
Oh,
so
yeah, like
yep.
I was
tell us
saying,
about your race, Paddy. Cool,
first corner, almost the end of my whole race. Thought was over. I think I started on the hards, got an orange wing after that. Yeah, I had to box early for the mediums. Thank God everybody else wasn't too quick, so I could catch up. Safety car, always a blessing in disguise. Whoever did that, thanks so much. You're a real champ. Got me back in the fight. And yeah, I just took it out from there. Honestly, don't know what happened to Wayne Morris. I was having a good battle there with him for P3. I might have just sent him a bit too deep in the corner. I'm not too sure what happened there. It looks like he spun out. Yeah, pretty much.
I think you got a puncture on those 9-lap old softs. So I think he may have got over on the softs. He may have got a puncture right at the end there. Yeah, that's what the news is in the chat.
Oh, he's bad luck. He's my good luck. So thanks for those softs. Yeah, pretty much. I'm very happy with the P3 nonetheless.
Yeah, great job there, Paddy. Nice to see you back on the podium. Good race.
Yeah, shout out to Santa and AlphaTauri boys. Well done.
Yeah, so we have Santa in the
Thanks,
chat.
Paddy.
Well done,
Nice to
Santa.
be back with Paddy here.
Yeah, P1 Santa, well done. So bit of luck going your way. Cuds was leading there. He DNF'd. Then we had Bang in P1, and he had an unfortunate incident as well. So I think you've picked up the crumbs and brought home the win. Tell us about your race.
Nah, I just want to say sorry to Wayne. He was the best out there. He made the best race today, and I touched him and destroyed his race, man.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, so that you had a bit of contact there. So you're putting your hand up for that one, Santa. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault. Bang was making pressure, and then I think I was just braking too late or something. I don't know. He was the best out there. He would win this easy.
Yeah, it was pretty rapid, wasn't he? Shout out to Wayne. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. I'm so
Santa,
sorry.
anyway,
When I saw at the end and he spun at the last corner also, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, I think he spun at the end there. He was up for a podium as well. So
you didn't kill him, Santa. You just touched him. Jesus.
Yeah, but he was, he had such a good race, man. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's how we are in the AlphaTauri garage, right? If we ruin someone's race, we put our hands up for it. So yeah, I appreciate that Santa for doing that. But hey, look, enjoy it while you can. You're on P1 at the moment. And I think even if you're with a penalty, you may drop down a little bit. But I think you might be walking away leading the championship after Trenner and Cake and Cuds go away with no points. So how do you feel with that going into the break, leading the championship?
Yeah, that's good, but as always, it's still a long season, and it's just another change at the top, maybe, and nothing else.
So your teammate comes home in P4 as well, so great lot of points there for AlphaTauri this weekend.
Strong race, yeah, man. That was a strong race from AlphaTauri, I would say. Thanks also to Swiss Lord. He made a great win. Yeah.
The Swiss connection comes. The Swiss connection comes through. Congratulations, Santa. That was a great race. And
thank you so much.
Obviously, everyone at AlphaTauri are jumping around like absolute lunatics. I'm sure Broseph is on the pit wall just like bearing his tattooed chest to the world.
For sure. He's without the shirt, 100%.
Your quali lap was only about, I think it was only about a 10th off Cuds. And going into the race on the front row, what were your thoughts there? Did you want to make a dive for the lead, or are you happy just to slot in? There was a great battle in the first few laps. We followed you, you, Wayne, and Cuds. That was a great strategy battle. You let Wayne in front of you. Sorry. What were your thoughts as you were lining up on the grid?
Yeah, in the first 2 rounds I had problems to come in the rhythm, and then I make some little mistakes, and when Wayne overtook me, and then I was just following Wayne until the safety car come out, and then Wayne was already in the pits, and Katz was already over the pit entry and could not go to the pits, and I could pit, and was lucky there that I can just go to the pits and make my wheel change and then keep staying in the front.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations on your win. There may be some stewards reports that we have to deal with, so it is a provisional win at the moment, I will say. But congratulations, It was definitely a great drive, mate. It made us...
Thank you.
Ducat and I were trying to avoid, once you got into the lead, we were trying to avoid watching you or putting you on the stream because we were just like, let's have a look at someone else. Let's talk about someone else. So yeah,
thank you,
congratulations, mate. We obviously, as you said, we go into the break 2 weeks. We come back in 2 weeks to race at Suzuka. So we look forward to all of the drivers being back on the grid. We have a bit of a Bear Grid tonight. Not Bear Grylls, but a Bear Grid.
Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
We have We have PMAC in the chat as well. So PMAC in P2.
Yeah, I just will say Japan will be interesting. Thank you guys. Thank
Thanks
you for
very much, Santa.
commentating. Thank you boys for the race.
Happy
Thank
Easter,
you,
mate.
Paddy,
You have
for
a
being
good
back
couple of
here.
weeks.
Thank you.
See you later.
Have a good one too. See you guys.
Yep.
See you, mate.
See you
Cheers,
later.
Santa. Thanks for the race, guys. Cheers.
See you, Paddy.
So
PMAC, welcome.
yeah, welcome
Lads.
to Sky Race Control. So just not sure if you heard that, but Santa's I think put his hand up for potential incident there. So if the Stewart report goes,
that'll depend on the driver behind whether he reports him or not, I guess.
Yeah, true. So but it's a P2, possibly a P1.
Yeah, I'm happy with
great
finishing the race,
result.
to be honest. Australia's not one of my better tracks. I do have a tendency to lose it at the back end.
Well,
The wall.
You did really well, mate. You qualified in P5 and managed to bring it home for a podium. So just tell us about your race.
Yeah, I'm not a strong qualifier, so I was happy with that lap. I raced this last night in another league, and I was quicker tonight on my quality lap, which I was happy about. It's a bit of improvement. And the race itself, I got a good start, got that P4, and let the three in front just go off and do what they were doing, and then a bit of luck came my way to get those extra two positions. I was just trying to keep within the track limits. I have a tendency around here as well to lose it at the car park, get track limits there, and not rake up any extra penalties. So yeah, pretty happy to finish, and yeah, extremely happy with the P2 on debut for McLaren.
Good job.
No, that's really good, man. That's really good. So this is your first race as a full-time driver, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, it is for
Yeah.
this season. Yes.
Yeah, congratulations, mate. I mean, I know I have raced with you in other leagues. I think we've raced together in DRS and Oz F1.
Yep.
And I believe, look, we're really excited to see your progression across the rest of the season. What are your thoughts on the next couple of tracks? We've got Japan. Do you like Japan?
I do. It's one of my better ones.
Oh, cool.
Love it around there.
We've got Japan, Austria, and then
Austria is not
US
bad.
back to back. So we've got Texas and Miami. So they're
Texas
the next
is
four
good.
races lined
Miami
up.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Japan's a good one. Red Bull Ring's awesome. And then,
Excellent. So we're gonna be talking to you more often then, PMAC. Is that right?
well, fingers crossed. We'll see how we go. The better drivers will be back soon enough, so we'll see how we go with them.
Well, look,
well
the fact that you finished on the podium, that is an achievement no matter how many drivers started. So well done, mate. We look forward to seeing your progression across the rest of the season, and hopefully we get to chat to you in Sky Race Control again very soon. So that is Tier 4. Tier 4, round 10 at Albert Park. Any final thoughts you have, the Gilcat?
No, I think for me it was really exciting. Even with 13 drivers on the grid, it was an eventful race. And as always, enjoy sitting here in Sky Race Control with you, Tetris. Thank you.
Yeah, mate, it was my pleasure. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, dear listeners, for joining us tonight. Sorry about the glitchy start. We got to the end, and we had a good time. As Ducat said, it was a very, very exciting race. There was a lot of battles. There's a lot of heartbreak as well. There's going to be a lot of heartbreak in the debriefs in the team garages tonight. But we'll see you we will see you tomorrow for Tier 3 at 4 p.m. AEDT. And then for Tier 2 tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. And then on Sunday we have our Tier 1 champions battling it out with Broseph and Martin Brundle in the driver's seat. Taking us downtown to Talktown. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Kat. A pleasure as always. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon for Tier 3.
Night, everyone.
Good night.